Hello world and world that inhabit it. Welcome back to another FL Studio tutorial. In today's tutorial we're going to look at synchronizing a cappella to a pre-existing tempo or synchronizing your song to an a cappella sample. So basically the reason we want to know how to do this is, as an electronic musician, you will work with a lot of samples. As you work with these samples, you'll incur tempo changes. So while I'm talking, I'll just get a normal 4 beat going with a kick. Pattern 1, and just drag that in. Just a simple quick pattern, basic stuff. And yeah, I'll just have that going while I talk to you guys. Alright. In a musical context, what's happening is there's a beat behind my voice. And maybe I would want to synchronize my voice to that. Fortunately, I have the ability and the conscious decision to be able to talk in time with the beat. However, if you drag a sample from an external source, they don't have that ability. Alright, I'll demonstrate this problem. So I'm just going to drag a sample in that one of my friends sent to me to work with. This one.
I am sitting in the morning at the diner on the corner.
So I'm just going to left click and drag that in.
Sitting in the morning.
Shut up. Alright, so now you're going to see our problem. I'll press play and you'll notice that the vocal is completely out of sync with the beat.
I am sitting in the morning at the diner on the corner. I am waiting at the counter for the...
Fat beats, bro. Unfortunately, that doesn't sound good to our ears because it's two coinciding tempos that don't fit over one another. So there's two ways around this. We can make the song fit to the sample, or we can make the sample fit to the song. I will cover both of these methods. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to make the song fit to the sample. And this is slow, boring, and arduous. It's trial and error, and it's just playing around with it. So what we're going to do, we're going to turn our metronome on, just to hear it out. And what we're going to do is, as the song's playing, and making sure this stretch button is selected, very important, we're going to move the tempo up and down. You'll notice as I'm moving that, the tempo is the sample is stretching. See? And you could almost just line it up by ear, just by doing this, so I'll do that right now.
I am sitting in the morning at the...
So I can hear that the beat is too fast, so I'm going to start slowly bringing the tempo down.
I am sitting in the morning at the diner on the corner. I am waiting at the counter for the man to pour the coffee, and he fills it only halfway, and before I even argue, he is looking out the window at I am sitting in the morning at the diner on the corner. I am waiting at the counter for the man to pour the coffee, and he...
Okay, that's pretty good. So that's rough, odd-shot, it'll work method in context. Also, it helps if the sample was definitely snapped and quantized to another click track, which this one obviously isn't. It sounds like it's just been taken from a live setting. Alright, that's that method covered, and I'll drag myself back up to the original 140. So we've got this problem again.
I am sitting in...
But we want to make the sample go faster so that it catches up to the song. Alright, there is a very, very quick way to do this, and it uses Edison. Hurrah! So what we're going to do, free mixer insert, open up Edison. Bam! Alright, drag our sample straight in there.
I am sitting in...
Alright, now watch this. It is quick. It is very quick. What you're going to do is go the regions marker, the one with the ABC, click that, and go detect beats. What that has effectively done is it's sliced it up and put little markers in there. So these will stretch and contract as the song speed increases and decreases. Now, with the sample, I know for a fact that the start of the beat of the sample is at the very start of the sample, surprisingly. So I'm just going to click this, left click it, and drag it all the way to the start of the sample. And then once that is done, only once that is done, I can click the copy, state, drag, sample selection, click that, drag it in. Bam! Done. as you'll see.
I am sitting in the morning at the diner on the corner. I am waiting at the counter for the man to pour the coffee, and he fills it only halfway. And before I even argue, he is looking out the window at somebody coming in.
Done. That's ridiculously easy. Oh, and the really, really cool thing is, as you adjust the tempo, the sample's not stretching. Because as before, you remember it's stretching left and right. Second you let go of that tempo button, it'll go re-stretch all channels now. Yes. And
I am sitting in the morning at the diner on the corner.
Do mind you, this only works up to a certain limit. So if I was to go all the way up to 552 beats per minute, this would happen. Which is still ridiculously in time. Good work, image line. Alright, I'll drag it down to the original 140, which we're working at. Restretch. Alright, yeah, and
I am sitting in the morning at the diner on the corner. I am waiting.
You'll notice that it's kind of got a pulse to the sample itself. If I isolate the sample.
I am sitting in the morning at the diner on.
And that's just as a result of the time stretching. You can mess around with that in U-tone, which I'll cover in a later tutorial, but enjoy your time stretching. Nom 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 nom. If you weren't recording, I'm gonna kill ya.